We'll fucking figure it out.
But in the end, we're probably never going to retire.
I will admit it, but I hate to admit it out loud.
Being around younger people helps you be young.
Or 50 Cent hates P. Diddy.
What a waste of taxpayers' money.
Microphone check, microphone check.
Kelsey's ears are like... Well, did we survive Thanksgiving? I feel like I'm still full.
Oh, totally. Totally. Okay, I got really sad when Kylie left and went back to school.
When did she go back? Sunday or
She went back on Sunday, but Chris left Saturday morning.
Okay.
So I felt very empty. I'm not going to lie. I've been very verklempt since she left.
Really?
Yeah, the wind could shift and I can start crying.
Aww.
Yeah.
The kids came home Tuesday. Evie's been home since Sunday. And Alex and Zach came home on Tuesday. And I felt like from Tuesday through Sunday was just a parade of people and meals and everything.
Did you guys end up doing your pickleball thing on Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, was it good?
It was good. We didn't do a tournament though.
Okay.
A lot of people bailed from the Canadian group.
Okay.
So we just played.
Okay.
But I played twice because we played Friday, or no, I can't remember, Wednesday night. Just the 5 of us went and played.
Okay.
And then played again on Saturday or Friday, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I got so mixed up with the days. But my point is, so it was a ton of activity. I loved every single second. But when everyone left, I was like, oh my God. Thank you. I just need like some time.
Yeah. No, I get that too. On actual Thanksgiving, we have friends in town that host like an event where they invite all their friends in Midland to come over. And it's either that if you're like not hosting, you like, oh, well, I don't have anything to do until I have to be at somebody's house. Or if you are hosting, a lot of people can put their turkeys in the oven and do things. I send my family to go because I'm like, get the fuck out of the house.
Yeah.
Like I need to clean up from like all the cooking that I've already done this morning. I need a few minutes to myself. Now I did tell my parents they could come over at any time. I did say that because I know my dad's going to listen to this and he's going to be like, you told me I could come over at any time. But I got my family out of the house and I was like, oh, this is fantastic. I was like changing a load of laundry, moving at a snail's pace, like not in a hurry. And then all of a sudden I hear, hello. And I knew that my dad was there to watch the Lions game at 1.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, okay. So then I'm like making sure everybody has like a snack and like something to eat and they're entertained. And it's like, okay, well now I'm going to go shower and like get ready. Because I was supposed to teach bar that morning.
Oh, right.
And I couldn't leave my house because a giant tree came down in the windstorm the night before and I couldn't get down my road. And Chris was like, you have a Bronco. You could have gone over the end of it. But the end of the tree had branches everywhere. And if I'd gone all the way over to the side, like we have those like, I don't know, like ravines. I know they're not ravines.
It's a big ditch.
It's a big ditch. And I'm thinking, is really teaching a bar class, knowing that there's already an instructor there that can do it for me.
Oh.
To go around this and my car slip and fall in this little ravine.
Right.
Or scratch the hell out of it trying to like squeeze by. And I was like, no.
Not worth it.
No. I'm like, B, you're going to teach the next class. So that worked out well. But I mean, I was all like hyped up and like ready to go because you know you're psyching people up to get that big workout in before Thanksgiving dinner. So I was super charged. So then I came home and I was, power cooking, power cleaning, power everything. And then when my family left, I was like, whew, Mom was going to sit for a second. Oh, wait, nope, Nani and Papa are here, going to entertain them. So, but it was good. It was great. It was very fun, lots of laughter, good time. Friday though was very chill. Everybody was just relaxing.
Out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, relaxing big time.
I think that's where I didn't have any downtime for people.
Yeah.
I had constant people that we were constantly getting something else out.
Yes.
Pouring drinks, making drinks. I mean, my dishwasher never washes so many dishes as it does on Thanksgiving weekend and I love it. I love entertaining and I love having people over. Now we have a system down. Everybody has a job and we know what it is and everyone clears out to the kitchen sink. I do glasses, however we do it. And, but it was just a constant movement of people. So that was fun and also tiring at the end. But I loved it.
No, and then Saturday you had a bunch of people over for the Michigan game.
Yes.
And they lost to Ohio State.
They lost to Ohio State.
Yes.
Damn it.
There were
First
some
time
very
in 4
bitter
years.
people in the room.
Really?
Like your cousin.
Oh, yeah.
Like so passionate. So passionate. I mean, I was just watching Dave Portnoy on Instagram just to see, because I mean, talk to big game.
Yeah.
And then just
He
to see
always
how
does.
he was going to,
Well, he's a proud alumni.
he is a very proud alumni.
So he had on his show, there were 2 different shows going on at the same time. So my kids went back, well, Alex and Zach went back on Friday. So they could, I don't think they ever ended up going to game day or anything.
Oh, okay.
But they were getting up to tailgate the next morning. And so Fox Sports had their setup on one side of the stadium. And I think they actually set up at Pioneer High School. And then game day set up near the stadium. So there were 2 different broadcasts going on. And I was trying to go back and forth to each one on Saturday morning because it's always fun to watch. But
Oh, no, you got a little bitter at the end, too. Like, you didn't want to stick around and watch. Like, once the game was over, you're like, no, I want to change this. I want to change this. And other people were like, well, I want to see if there's a fight. I want to see if there's, and you're like, no, I'm over it. I don't want to watch any of it.
I am over it because I hate Ohio State. And it was a bad game. I mean, they deserve to win. They're a good team. It was like watching the NFL play a college team.
Yeah.
They're a really good team.
And they're undefeated.
Yes.
Do you think they'll win again? Because didn't they win the national championship last year?
They did. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's going to make it to the, well, obviously they're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But the playoffs haven't even started.
Okay. When do those start?
They start, I believe they have to have like the Big Ten championships, which are next week. And then after that, they'll start.
Okay. All right.
So who knows? Now it's up to this committee, the College Football Bowl committee, to pick the top 12 teams who are going to go to the playoffs.
Oh.
And
Rankings don't do that?
Rankings help,
Okay.
but they also choose. So sometimes if you're a tie with another ranking, you may not make it into the playoffs.
Oh, no shit. Will Michigan make it into the playoffs?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
So
don't
they're
think
like
so.
done.
They're like 15 out of, and you have to be in the top 12.
Got
Technically.
it. Okay.
But when teams are close, I don't know. There's
Okay.
always controversy every year. It's a really fucked up system.
Okay.
So we'll see who makes it.
All right.
I mean, Ohio State made it into
Yeah.
the playoffs. They will. They're ranked number 1 or number 2. Indiana, number 2.
Really?
I mean, who knew? The Hoosiers.
Yeah.
Hoosiers that could. They're really good.
Are they?
Yes.
Are they typically good?
No.
Okay. And I mean, it's hard to tell with like, high school sports and college sports are the same way. You're getting new people every 4 years, but technically every year. And then now with the portal system, which I just don't even think is fair. I think if you commit to a school, you should stay there.
Well, they need to have a commissioner. They need to have a regulation for the transfer portal. It's kind of like it's a big cluster and it's under all sorts of scrutiny because kids you can transfer every semester if you want or every year. So there's no loyalty to a team.
Correct.
And you can't build the team without players. And if these players, especially the star players, keep switching teams, then you're not going to have a cohesive unit.
Yeah.
And that's what they're lacking. A lot of teams.
No.
But if you have a good coach, a good coaching staff,
Well, then
and
people wanna
leadership,
stay.
then they want to stay.
Yeah.
And
For
you're going
sure.
to get your NIL money wherever you are. If you're a good player and a good person.
Yeah. Do you really have to be a good person?
You do. It's likeness. That's what the L is.
Okay. Good.
You can't be an asshole and like murdering people and get NIL deals.
Murder would be bad. Murder would
You
be
just
very
can't
bad.
be a bad person
Okay.
and be like an asshole getting arrested or something. That's not likeness or influence.
Okay. Is that what it is?
Yes.
So what's the end part?
What is the end part?
Nature.
It's not nature. Influence, likeness. What is the end part?
Nobility. Think of all the N words it could possibly be.
Name, image, and likeness.
Name, likeness.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So if your name is tainted by an arrest,
Okay.
that's not good.
Interesting. Interesting.
So it does have incentives.
Yeah.
Anyway, I still love college sports. I still love college football. I think it's super cool to see. It used to be the heart and grind of fall and football, but now it's changed over the years. It's a little bit less grindy because they're getting paid so much.
Yes.
But it's still cool. I love the tradition of it all. And maybe it's my old stomping grounds of cheering in that type of season where it's just very traditional. Everybody knows what to do.
Well, you have good nostalgic vibes around college football. So,
I do.
Yeah, I totally get that. I do. I finally saw Wicked for Good. Finally. Who knew it would take me so long? It was good. It was good. I could have done without the 2 new songs. I'm going to throw that out there. I'm going to put it out there. But
what were new?
The new songs were No Place Like Home. Alphaba sings that in like her little treehouse.
Oh, that was a very long song.
It was unnecessary to me. And Glinda sang like in her little, throne room in the castle. Girl in the Bubble. That was new. That's not in the musical. So, I mean, I tell myself I'm going to read the book because now I'm like, well, why don't, learn all 3? I don't know if I'm really that invested to actually read the book.
Do you think the book actually has song in it?
No. I think Stephen Schwartz was like, this is a great book and it should be a musical. And he did that. I mean, he did write the new songs for the movie.
Oh, he did?
He did. He was very much a part of the whole thing.
So he's very much like Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yes. I mean,
terms
he's
of
like,
that.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. And I mean, now Wicked's the longest running show on Broadway, just like Phantom was, but Phantom left. But I mean, as soon as they build that new theater, we're going for Phantom. They're remodeling a theater for that musical specifically, for like the chandelier crash and like all that.
They
So,
did in Toronto. That was
Fantages Theater.
Pantages.
Pantages. Okay.
Yeah. So they built that specifically for Phantom. And then Phantom stopped playing there.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like they're going to make like a whole like pre-thing going into the theater to make that an experience, like going into the theater as well. So I think it'd be cool to see.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So, but yes, I mean, I don't know, I've been really sad with my family gone. I'm by myself.
So Kylie was home Wednesday through
Sunday. And then she will come home. Well, I have to go get her next Friday. She's sticking around because there's girls in her sorority who are graduating. So they're doing like a bunch of like farewell stuff.
Yeah.
Leading up to graduation. So she's like, I really want to be around for that because there's a couple girls that she's gotten really close to. And then there's one girl who like 3 days after she graduates leaves for boot camp because she's going straight into the Army. And I mean, listen, they'll pay all her student loans. She'll go be an officer in the Army for 4 years and then be debt free and, and then have that on her resume as well and like be a veteran and all of that and serve her country. So, I mean, very cool. I had a couple of sorority sisters that did that as well. They were going to graduate with a bunch of student loan debt and they're like, well, one girl was like, I talked to somebody from the Army Reserve and like, what is it? 2 years. And then it's like 1 week in a month, 2 weeks a year after that. And she's like, it sounds like a great idea. And I was like, sounds like a great idea for you. I'm so excited for you to do that. So yeah, I had a couple of girls in my sorority do that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a way to pay off debt.
Yep.
Instead of being in debt for years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was like 36 when I paid off my student loans, I think. We finally have a place that feels like us.
Our website, listenhere'sthething.com, is the home for everything we love sharing with you.
The podcast, our favorite finds, and all the real life stuff we can't help but share.
So grab a glass, pull up a chair, and visit listenhere'sthething.com. Did you watch The Beast in Me?
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Wild.
Yeah, it was crazy, but also predictable. I didn't love that we knew what happened, like from episode 5.
Because what is there, 6 episodes total or 8? I don't remember.
We knew pretty early, though.
That he was the killer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. That he killed his wife. I mean, he just gives you heebie-jeebie vibes.
He does.
That you're like, okay. And I mean, I guess it's okay that it was kind of predictable. That they're not trying to put like crazy twists on it. I think the last episode, you were kind of like, well, this was kind of unnecessary.
It was anticlimactic.
I feel like you could have ended it with the episode before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody got their life back together.
Yeah.
I get it. But it didn't seem, they could have wrapped it up maybe a little earlier or had one more twist. Mm-hmm. Speaking of twists, did you see All Her Fault?
Yes.
Oh my God. That was twist after twist after twist.
Yes. And I must have like a free form of Peacock because it was fucking commercials. And I mean, it wasn't even like you would watch something and they would just get far enough and then it'd be a commercial again. But the commercial break wasn't long enough. It wasn't like a 1990s commercial break where you had time to like go to the bathroom or change a load of laundry. Like I would fold like 4 towels and Kylie would be like, Mom, it started again, and I'd come like running back in. So good.
It was so good. Very well done.
Uh-huh. Yes. Great actors.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, should we just like spoil it? Yeah, let's just spoil it. Okay, so when you find out that the goody two-shoes husband that loves to take care of everybody is like not only a murderer, but switched babies at a car crash scene.
That took the cake. I mean, you saw it sort of unravel when he lied about the brother's accident.
That's when you first realized that he wasn't the goody two-shoes that you thought he was.
Right. Well, all along when he was sort of like, he kept taking those secret phone calls. You could tell it was a ransom. He got all that money together. And then he left and he didn't come back to support her for the vigil.
Yep.
And the search party. And then he was like, sort of like always turned it back around and was so manipulative, not only to her, but his sister, the way he used to talk to his sister. Like, he always needed to blame someone, even his sister at the end.
Yes.
When
at her lover's funeral.
He's like, well, we're here
because of you.
Mm-hmm. Who the fuck says that?
Right?
What an asshole.
And this girl's life was on like turmoil, like rehab multiple times because she thought she was the reason her
brother was handicapped.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, absolutely wild,
It was well done.
It was so well done.
Mm-hmm. And the casting was great. I thought the characters were really, really well. I love Sarah. I forget her last name.
Is that
she
the
was
girl
in Succession.
From? Yes.
I love her as an actress.
So she's in a new show. I can't get into it, but it's not the first show of its kind, but it's one of those things. I think it's called Soulmate. Have you seen this? It's on Netflix. And basically you're happily married, but this new app has come out. And basically, like, you can sign up for it, and based on your DNA, it's not like questions that you answer, because if you do a personality test and you ask questions, you don't know if someone's answering them as who they really are or who they wish that they were. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
So this has something to do with DNA and I don't know, something else. And they find your soulmate. Now, obviously, your stuff has to be in the system. But what was happening...
Was she single already, or was she still looking for her soulmate?
No, the chick from Succession was happily married. Her, like, I've only been like 1 or 2 episodes in, and I was like, this is wigging me out. Her and her husband were like, we're happily married. We've got kids. We have no desire to do this. But then it's the people in their friendship circles and like family that was doing it. And it's people who maybe they weren't happy in their marriage. So they're like, well, I'm going to find out who my soulmate is.
So were they doing this in secret?
Some people did it in secret and then leave. And then some people, like there was this one couple, they're in an open marriage, but they did everything together, like made the decisions, whether it was like couples or like, hey, I'm going to go out tonight, like, and you meet a stranger kind of thing. Well, then the wife was like, hey, I think I want to do this. And the husband was like, I don't know how I feel about you finding your soulmate in an open marriage. Well, then it turns out it's a female. So she's like, well, maybe this is just supposed to be my best friend.
Yeah.
Well, the chick shows up for like to meet them together as a couple. And I mean, instantly, like the chemistry was like insane. And they tried to be like just friends. And then they end up like...
The chick from Succession?
No. Oh. This is like a different couple. No, the chick from Succession is like I said, I'm not deep into the show. Her and her husband were not going to do it. Because they're like, we're happy. We're happy.
I would think that you both have to do it or not have to do it.
Yes, you can't just have one person do it and not the other, because then how do you know that that person's not your soulmate? Their stuff isn't in the system.
Yeah.
And And then I don't know, like I've built a life with someone. If I needed to go look for something else, I would have done that already. I don't have to, you know, the ups and downs, you know, the peaks and the valleys. Like I'm in it to win it. We always look at each other when shit happens and go, we'll fucking figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yes.
So
always. Yeah. So, that's why you're in it with the person that you're supposed to be with it.
Yes.
Otherwise they couldn't withstand the heaviness of it all.
Right.
When it gets heavy.
Okay. So we've both read the book, The Housemaid.
Yeah.
Do you want to go see it in the movies?
I might wait till it comes out on
really
TV.
Here's my thing.
I don't love this theater here.
Maybe
First of all, I feel like it's a fire hazard. You can only
theater?
get out one way.
No, especially if you get the cozy seats.
You're trapped. I don't love that. And they don't have good wine.
Oh, yeah, I don't drink at the movie theater. But maybe if I went somewhere where like you had good options, I don't know. And I don't check your bag. I feel like we could probably bring good wine if we really wanted to.
Then you got to bring your own cup. My preference would be to not see it here.
Okay.
It would be to see it in my family room.
No, I do enjoy watching a show at home. And, you know, I think when they started putting movies out like right away, I think there's a lot of people who are like, yeah, I'm just going to watch it at home.
I mean, the anticipation of this, though, is good. The actresses are good in it.
Mm-hmm. I don't really think Sydney Sweeney is a really good actress.
She's fun to look at. She's cute.
Oh, she's she's
and I
super
like
cute.
Amanda Seyfried.
I think she's gonna nail that role. And then the cute carpenter looking dude who now is like the savvy businessman / crazy man in The Housemaid. I don't know if I could wait. Maybe just because I read the book, I'm like, I want to see it.
When is it coming on into the theater?
The 18th
of December.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. The Taylor Swift behind the scenes Eras tour is coming out on the 12th on Disney Plus.
Are you gonna watch it the day it comes out?
No, because it's our Glow Christmas party.
Oh.
But I will watch it when my daughter gets home from college.
Okay.
We're gonna watch it together.
Very good.
Yes. So I'm excited because I think it shows her writing the life of a showgirl. Am I right or am I wrong, Kelsey?
I did watch a Taylor Swift documentary. I probably watched it with you, where she was like writing an album, and it was interesting to watch like the whole process and everything. I mean, she's very talented.
Yeah,
extremely talented. So
this will be interesting because she's writing it while she's on tour.
No, that's pretty spectacular.
It's pretty impressive. So we will be watching that on the 12th.
Because I feel like if I was giving out all of that energy on stage and then the prep to give all that energy out on stage, I don't know if I would have the creativity left to write an album. But I'm not Taylor Swift.
Yes, so, neither am I. I couldn't.
You're right. It is a lot of behind the scenes of that in the writing and everything.
Okay. Glow Medical Spa is Mid-Michigan's premier med spa for skin rejuvenation and anti-aging. The trained nurses and estheticians at Glow specialize in non-invasive facial aesthetics such as toxins, fillers, and lasers. Glow is ranked in the top 1% of all providers in the U.S. for Botox and filler, as well as Black Diamond Icon status for Hydrofacial.
Glow Body specializes in body contouring with Ensculpt Neo, Emcella, Weight Loss Clinic, and Therapeutic Massage. Book an appointment today at glow-skinspa.com.
And Landman, you're watching. Are you caught up?
Yes. I watched the last episode without Chris. It's too good of a show. I can't wait. Sorry about your luck. Watch it in deer camp.
Yeah.
It's that good of a show. And it goes by so fast.
It's good.
You like blink and it's over. That's how you know it's very well done.
It's very good. But I also think there are scenes that they could cut out.
Ooh, do tell. What could have been cut out?
I don't know. Just like the daughter cheerleading in the backyard.
I feel like that's going to lead up to something. I don't think Taylor Sheridan puts wasteful things in a show. So something's going to lead up to that. Now, granted, do you need multiple scenes of that? No. And maybe he's putting that in there for male entertainment.
Well, I think he is, because when she comes out, it's always the whole dialogue between her and one of the older guys.
Oh, that lives in the
Nate,
house. Yeah.
Or the other guy. And they're always like bantering back and forth and how they can't wait to get out of this house.
Yeah.
it's the same scenario. Like, I get it. They're great.
Yeah.
It's great for the men.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it necessarily pertains to the plot. And I need to know more of why are they in business with Andy Garcia's character? And how does he not know Demi Moore's character when they're all in the oil industry?
I think he does know who she is, and he played it off like he didn't. But I think it's okay that she didn't know who he was.
Well, he's a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, how does a guy with no money and no collateral get somebody to fund him to start 7 oil wells? I mean, he's a drug lord trying to clean his money and put it somewhere else.
And I think he also knew who he was
100% who his dad
with.
was. Yes. Because he kept saying, like, I'm in business with you.
He's like, oh no.
Yeah, to, what's his name? Tommy. What's that guy's name in real life?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton. Yes.
Tommy. Tommy Norton. Is that his name on the show?
Yeah. So yeah, Billy Bob Thornton's character 100% knew he was that kid's dad and was like, okay, well, technically, how are you not going to step in and be a part of this?
Right.
And now that, you know, your boss is now dead, and he probably knows like all the crazy things like behind the scenes that, you know, here you think you have this big oil tycoon and really
he's in debt up to his asshole.
Yes.
Yeah. So many loans. Yeah, I love that storyline, and to see how it will evolve and how they will get out of it. I think they're going to get creative.
Yes.
They'll get
Very
gritty.
much so.
Demi Moore will sell her house. I mean, she's already said she doesn't care about the money.
Yep.
And I think they're going to get real gritty. They're going to have to.
Yep. It will be very interesting to see.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good season.
So I started reading The Crash by Frida McFadden. Shelley was the one that told me I should read it. And I love Frida McFadden. And I feel like I only have like an hour or so left on my Audible book. And I feel like it's going to get really good because right now I'm just reading Misery. It's very, very similar to that. So, but instead of it being a famous person that you want to keep in your home, it's a pregnant girl. And the home that she's in, this lady is unable to have a baby. So she like wants to take the baby from this lady.
Oh my God.
Yes. It's a little dark and twisty. The narrator is very light in reading the book. So it doesn't seem as
What do you mean light?
just like her voice.
Oh, is she hard to hear?
Reading it? No, she's not hard to hear. I realize that she's trying to be cheerful, like even though this woman's like dark and weird and she's like trying to steal this woman's baby as she's broken in her basement. It's just that, you know, in her mind, she probably thinks that she's a good person. So I realize that you're going to read it as if she is. But I feel like if I was just reading the book on my own, I would have a very different vision of how she would sound and what she would do than what the narrator is.
Oh, right.
So I think that is the downside to Audible compared to reading a book yourself. But I also, you know, shoveled my driveway listening that.
There you go.
And for those that don't know, I have a big fucking driveway. But I was worried about this kid that is Kylie's friend who lives a couple towns over, picking her up to take her back to school after we had this huge snowfall. I'm like, he's not going to know that I have a circle driveway. Like, what if he goes straight to my front door? And like, it was like there was so much snow, like you couldn't tell. So,
Do you have a snowplow?
Yeah, but the plow attaches to our Polaris, of which Chris has at deer camp with him right now.
I got it.
So the plow's at our house. It's not attached to anything. So it was actually kind of like a really nice morning.
Yeah.
So instead of going to the gym, I bundled up and I went out there. And if it wasn't for the fact that I realized I was getting woozy because I hadn't eaten anything, because I was just like annoyed and determined. Like, okay, we don't have a backup plan. And you have our only mode of, you know, operation to clear the snow with you. And if it was the middle of the week, like the guy that does like our office building, I could have called him. But like on a Sunday, they didn't answer. And they probably were just doing like all the businesses and homes that they already have contracted. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to bug them. It's fine. You know what? I'll figure it out on my own, you know? And I did. So I shoveled my whole circle and then kind of down the driveway. And then I got like a little woozy. I was like, oh shit, I need to put something in my stomach. So then I went into the house and then I was debundled and then I didn't go back out. But I mean, it's fine. So Chris can fix what I didn't shovel when he gets home. Yeah.
Do you get your driveway shoveled by the plow people?
Oh, on the road?
Yeah. No, just your driveway.
No.
And do you get your road plowed? Because you're out there too.
Yeah, I'm out in the country. Yes. But we are like at the bottom of the list of the county. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we are too.
Yeah.
I think we're bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think our road was plowed yet.
Oh, really? Like
Yeah.
in your neighborhood?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and what's crazy is like when
It's
the
just
plow
through
comes
traffic.
by, right? So then even if like Chris had already done the driveway, and then like the truck comes by and then it's probably like, you know, we probably had 7 inches of snow. So it was probably like a 2 foot, 3 foot wall of snow by the time that they like came through and like plowed all that snow. So I just went back and forth with it with my car a few times because that's what Chris kept saying. Like, you can get in and out. I'm like, I'm worried about this kid not knowing where our driveway is, and I was like, I got it. I'll figure it out. So
Did he have a little Ford Escort?
I didn't know what he drove. Actually, he had a Jeep Cherokee, so it was
he was
totally
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
But I was nervous that he was going to have like this little car. And I mean, I wasn't going to be like, oh, I'll just take Kylie to school because I knew the actual roads would be fine. I was just worried about my driveway. So, but
You got it figured out.
I got it figured out. It's so funny because I almost made her real because I thought it was going to be really comical. But then I was like, I'm too bundled up to like dig in all my stuff and find my phone because I was listening to my audiobook. But it was like, I won't kill a spider. I will not empty a mouse trap. But my husband's out of town with our snowplow. Damn right, I'm going to shovel this whole fucking
figure it out.
driveway. Yeah.
We have a snow blower that we got when we first moved to Michigan. I don't even know. I'm the only one that's ran it. Well, Randy might have a few times. But if we're waiting for our snowplow people to come to our driveway, which has happened a lot, we can get stuck in our garage.
Oh, yeah.
So we have to get our snowplow out, and you can manually, if it's out of, I think it's
uses
electric.
fuel.
No, ours plugs in and uses fuel.
Okay.
So you can plug it in, but if you don't have enough plug-in power and there's a little bit of gas, then you can pull the cord. And I've had to do that before.
Okay.
And it's a
Because you're a tough cookie.
It's a chore.
I think if I were to go back through our text chain with our husbands, I think there could be a video of Randy being like, Meko was determined, and you're out there with your snowblower. So I almost called my dad to bring his snowblower over, but then his snowblower took a shit. Obviously, first big snow. And I mean, my dad's like the king of mechanical things. Like his shit always is in working order.
Right.
Because it's been well oiled, taking care of everything, like, you know, when a season ends. But he was like, oh, no. He's like, I went out to go snowplow my driveway, which is 1/2000th of my driveway, you know? And he's like, yeah, it stopped working. So I have to get it fixed on Monday. So then my dad went to the gym and then came over for lunch after the gym on Sunday. And he was like, oh, I thought I was going to have to help you, but I feel like you did a really good job.
Oh, I just came over here so you could make me lunch.
He just came over so I could make him lunch.
That's
no, he wanted to see Kylie before she went back to school. So yeah, no, it was cute. It was sweet.
That's cute.
Yeah.
My kids left. Evie left on Sunday, but Alex left on Friday, which was sad. It was sad. It's always sad. And now I won't see her until after Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay. So she's gonna go home with like Zach first. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
they're going.
I mean, hey, you're already in that mode of like sharing your child.
I know. It's weird.
I mean, the good thing is that he's lovely. He has a lovely family.
Yes.
So that's, you know, it's heartwarming and soothing, even though you have to share. Because it would be awful. Like if you didn't like him or you didn't like his family, that would suck.
Yes.
So I do not wish that upon anybody.
Yeah, I can't imagine. That would be terrible.
So,
terrible.
All right. So I know you're totally over it. I am not. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. I'm not like as invested where I'm like looking for shit up all the time, but right now like new stuff is popping in only because obviously he like had to drop his lawsuit or got kicked out or whatever. So now it's just her still filing against him. Hers is still active. But at this point, all she's doing is going after $161 million to basically cover her financial damages for all of her legal fees.
But what does she have to stand on?
First she was that she was sexually, that she was sexually harassed.
Okay, let me go back. First, she was the accuser of him, and then the movie rights situation.
Yeah,
and then he sued her back for defamation.
Yes, and tried to go after what was it? Not the New York Times. Was it the New York Times?
I don't know.
Somebody.
So he dropped that.
I got kicked out. Yeah.
They said it wasn't valid.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's really hard to go up against like a big media conglomerate like that. Like half the time it's, you know.
And then now she's what?
So she still has a sexual harassment suit with him.
So she still has her original suit.
Yes, but basically her recent filing shows that she's seeking $161 million to cover all of her financial damages, loss in earnings, brand revenue, and reputational harm. So his team's pushing back and asked the court to dismiss the whole thing entirely, arguing that her allegations amount to minor grievances, not something that a jury should consider serious enough for a trial.
I agree. What a waste of taxpayers' money.
Right?
What a waste.
I know, but goodness me. I mean, can I just become a resident of New York City so that I could be on that jury? I don't even think it will make it to court.
It shouldn't.
I think
frivolous.
It will be done outside of that. But March 9th, I feel like when we started talking about this in December of 2024, March 2026 seemed eons away. Like there's no way it's going to last this long. Here we are in December of 2025. It is still lasting. It's had ebbs and flows. But I mean, March it's nothing. It's like, you know, a football field away from the time that we're at
first
right
quarter.
Now. And holy shit, let's see what's going to happen.
Well, the only people that are happy in this situation are the attorneys.
Yes.
Because they're getting paid. So
but like,
they probably are perpetuating this whole situation.
All right. I mean, do you really think Justin Baldoni is actually paying legal fees right now? Or do you think that it's one of those things where it's like, you don't have to pay me until we win and I get X amount of dollars. And if we lose, maybe he has to pay something.
I mean, don't they bill hourly?
I think they build. Yes, they do. But I think if you are, a defense attorney and you are confident enough, I don't think you're like sending him a monthly bill. I think you're letting it accrue, and then you're gonna, plop it down, hoping that he wins, and you're taking a chunk of that settlement.
I don't know.
So, or do they only do that for like boo-boo chasers?
They say that.
Yeah.
Do they do that? I don't know.
Do they do that for people who have production companies and are successful actors? I have no idea. And I hope that I never have to find out.
I don't know. It seems scammy if that were the case because they're doing all their due diligence and their work. Mm-hmm. So why would they not want to get paid for it? And the hours on the phone, they're billing hourly.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't imagine they're not getting paid anything. I don't know.
They bill
maybe they are
for somebody else to look at an email to tell the lawyer that maybe you should look at this email.
So for them not to get a bill would be suspicious.
Well, I don't think that he's not getting a bill. I'm just saying that in these cases, that if you are the winner, like part of the thing is like, oh, now you have to pay all my legal fees as well. So instead of him paying I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just basing this off of stuff that I've seen on TV. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know. Maybe that's how they bill.
Yeah, I mean,
I would think it would be a lost revenue.
I don't know. Justin Baldoni, give us a call. Let us know.
Yeah, exactly.
How is it working out for you?
How is it working out? Why would you still want to proceed?
Well, okay. So then what if the judge just dismisses the case? Then everybody is responsible, I think, for their own shit.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
And that could very well be a situation. The judge probably hasn't even seen it yet.
Well, unless he lives under a fucking rock. Maybe not legally hasn't seen the case.
Combed through everything.
Well, some stuff's been thrown out, and I'm assuming it will be the same judge for the whole thing. So
I don't know. It probably depends on where it's being tried. I mean,
it's being tried in New York. Like the actual thing's going to go down.
Right. And if it's the same judge looking at the whole thing.
But she initially filed.
I just know
California.
that, our friend is a judge.
Yeah. Yes.
My friend Kim's husband is a judge. And he always comments, I don't know, I haven't looked at the case.
That's what he'll say?
Sometimes. Like when we talk about certain things.
Oh. Which is true. Way of doing it.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't looked at he's very detail oriented.
Okay.
And he can't make a judgment call based on hearsay. He needs to look at the case.
Okay.
So even if the judge were around, I would think they wouldn't know until they
Okay, but unlike P. Diddy, this won't be federal. So we could watch this like Johnny Depp's case. I mean, I'm here for it. I really am.
Yeah.
I'll watch the whole thing. And released today, I sent this to you on Instagram. 50 Cent put out a P. Diddy tell-all documentary on Netflix.
That's interesting.
I'm watching it tonight.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah, it came out today.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm totally watching it. That's going to be my binge. For sure.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting what he'll have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sure P. Diddy,
or 50 Cent hates P. Diddy. So this is not going to be, oh, I can see this side, I can see that side. This is going to show all of the evil and all of the crazy.
What started the hatred?
Oh, probably just being in the music industry. And they're both East Coast rappers. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out.
Yeah. I just wondered if there was something that happened. Event that took place, why he would hate P. Diddy that much. I understand why you would hate him now.
Yeah. I mean, listen, 50 Cent doesn't call me at home. We're not tight. Although I wish we were, it'd be really super fun. So he used to date Chelsea Handler. Did you know that?
Who, 50 Cent?
Uh-huh.
He's so little.
50 Cent?
Yeah.
He's a big dude. I mean, he might be shorter. I think 50 Cent's a big guy. Can we get a height on 50?
6 foot.
Okay.
He is.
So he's taller than my husband.
I always thought he was little. Anyway.
No. So I mean, he's stocky. Okay. So I think he's a big guy. I think he's sober. So I don't know. So people that used to be on Chelsea lately, comedians, would talk about when Chelsea and 50 Cent were dating, how lovely he was. This is Curtis Jackson. I think that's his real name. He was so sweet and so kind. Everybody loved him. And they thought him and Chelsea were fantastic. He's so nice.
Why'd they break up?
I don't know. So even though, yes, 50 Cent was a drug dealer. Yes, I mean, he was shot, came back to life, all that thing. Crazy rapper, obviously his songs are about selling drugs and banging hoes and all that kind of stuff. But I guess he's a really, really nice guy.
I'm sure.
And I think if you're just a good person, you know evil when it's around you and you don't want to be a part of it.
For sure. I just wonder if there was an incident.
Oh, I'm sure there were.
Over the edge. We'd have to watch it and see.
Yeah, I'm sure there was things that came up, but that's just when all this shit first started to go down, and that Jaguar Wright chick would be all over social media talking about the diddler, and I was just how is this woman still alive? If he's that evil, she must have 24-hour security and police sitting outside of her apartment.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm here for the tell-all, and I want to watch all of it.
Okay.
So
is it in a series or is it a movie?
You know what? I'm not really sure. All I know is that it's released today, and there's video footage of hours before he got arrested.
Ooh.
Yes. And like him talking on the phone. So then you wonder, like, did someone in his team film this and then go, someday this is going to be sold to the highest bidder? I don't know. And then I've just seen previews, like crazy footage of a P. Diddy party. And it's just so many people, not a lot of clothing, liquor flying through the air.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
maybe it's lube.
I think he thought he was immortal.
100%.
I think he still does.
And it's one of those things where it's all the stuff, right? You watch the guy in this situation who kept getting away with it. Then you think you're unstoppable. You know, the person that took like $5 out of the church till, like when they count the tithing on Sunday, $5 turned to $20 turned. The next thing you know, like, you know, they took $50 million from Joel Osteen. You know, like you start to think that
Maybe
you're
that
unstoppable.
Was Joel Osteen.
Maybe it's the guy from town that got arrested.
Oh, maybe.
You know.
Have you ever watched the series called The Religion Business?
Oh, we've talked about this before.
Oh my God, it's so interesting. It is so true and interesting. It's crazy. Crazy. I won't say anymore.
I don't know. But back to Blake and Justin, I'm just curious how all this is going to end, you know? But when her hairline first came out, Target could not stack it fast enough. Now, I hate to say it. I will admit it, but I hate to admit it out loud. I still use the mousse.
Okay.
I love the mousse. So if her empire ever crumbles in the hair care industry, if she could just give me all the leftovers, that would be really great because I really like the mousse.
Do you use her shampoo still?
No, I don't. Because I'm a firm believer in my shampoo and my conditioner matching because I feel like the formulas need to work together. And I can't handle how you get the conditioner out of the bottom of a triangle container in the corners and then having to like put your finger in there and like peel stuff out. Like I want to like squirt or pump.
Yeah.
You know? So I went back to my L'Oreal shampoo.
Good.
So
it's probably better for your hair anyway.
It's probably better for my hair. So I was boycotting Blake Lively and started using a different shampoo and conditioner from Target. And I wasn't really thinking like, oh, I hate my hair. But I knew that I had to like stop using it because I knew my hair wasn't like doing what it would normally do. And now when I look back at pictures and video on my phone or even like our podcast, it's like I have half the hair. Whatever, I won't like dig on them on here. But
you have half the hair now or you did?
I did.
Oh.
It was like thin and like wiry. Like it's almost like my hair looked like Dakota Fanning's hair in all her fall. And that's not what my hair looks like.
Straightened?
Yeah, but like thin.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Plastered to my face because it's so thin. Like I have like big hair, right? That looks like it's like teased and it's not. Mm-hmm. And yeah. I'll find a picture. I'll send it to Kelsey and we can do like a side-by-side comparison.
You should not use that shampoo.
I will never use that shampoo ever again. Okay. And again, bad container. It was a bad container. It looked like books. So if you shop for shampoo and conditioner at Target, you know what I'm totally talking about. It looks like was like $2.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, triangles. Who puts shampoo in a triangled container or a half of a triangle or a shape with corners? Like you don't. Just don't.
Yeah, it doesn't fit anywhere, first of all.
No. And Blake Lively's shampoo, the way that the top is, it's not like if there's like a little bit left where you can, you know how you can like put water in it and like shake it up and get everything off the side and like get the last out of all of your product. Nope. It's just like, nope, just throw it away.
Yeah.
Not sustainable. Can't really recycle it either because there's still product inside. So
you can't recycle things that have product inside?
Nope, they'll throw it away.
Well, then I can't recycle anything. Hey there! On today's Wine Spies highlight, there's a special bottle on deep discount.
Think 40% off or more every single day. Plus, if you want free shipping, you can build up a case of 12 bottles over time, and they'll ship it free once you hit a dozen.
Just check our show notes, website, or socials for the link, and you'll even snag $20 off your first order.
Cheers!
Okay, so over Thanksgiving, we had an eclectic group of people in and out of my house.
Yeah.
And I thought it was very interesting, some of the conversations that came out of Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Because most of them were our age, at least, or, I mean, I'm going to say my age, at least, or older. So the hot topic was retirement.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of these people are friends with you because they went to college with Randy.
Yes.
And how many years older than you is Randy?
6.
Okay.
So they're pushing late 50s, early 60s.
Yep.
So retirement is definitely on all of our, I mean, I'm almost mid 50s. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely something on our mind. But the big question was, do we do it? Mm-hmm. And then if we do, at what age? And then what?
Yeah.
Because no one really thinks they want to fully retire. Not mentally, obviously, not physically. So the overarching topic, and it wasn't just with Randy's Canadian friends.
Okay.
It was even at my party. Like I was talking to a couple of people that have worked in their careers for a very long time. And it was like, what would I do? Mm-hmm. And that is a great question, because what do you do if you've done something in your whole career?
Yep.
And they've also witnessed people, friends, family, patients, colleagues that have just went completely downhill.
Deteriorated. Yeah.
After they've retired, mentally and physically. And so how do you avoid that from happening?
So here's my 2 cents on the situation. When I look at like my dad, he was a truck driver. So yes, sat down for periods of time, right? But when he would get to wherever he was delivering, very active. But not as active as he is now. My dad is a go kind of guy. Mm-hmm. The only time he stops to rest is if his body is like, you need to sit down or I'm going to shut down. Or he's tired because he's, put some time and hours in. He found out, he retired before my mom, but they were looking to sell their house to move up here. Mm-hmm. So he was very busy remodeling their home, right? Doing all the things that he wished he would have done, but he was working so hard, he didn't have time to do it. So he was very busy doing that. Then they move here, COVID happens. Now my dad is sitting down, watching TV, twiddling his thumb, is in a rental when they first moved here. So it's not like he could fix things, That man was angry, ornery, like just unhappy. He didn't know it until he came out the other side and was able to do things and got like his little like go-to handyman job and started like helping people in their houses and all that kind of stuff. And now he could not be happier. And I think, depending on what you did, right? What do you need to do to keep going? So like my grandpa worked for what would be consumer energy here. It was ComEd in Chicago. So when he retired, he was like a big gardener. So he was always like putzing around and doing all the things. My grandma, housewife her whole life, fine. But then she just kept doing all of those things. Granted, she had a stroke, so it slowed her down a little bit, but she never stopped either. She was not like a lazykins. So I think you kind of have to like continue your path in some way. It doesn't have to be the same thing, obviously, if you retire, right? But if you were like a go, whether you used your mind, you used your body, I feel like you need to continue to do that or you will plummet.
Yeah, that was kind of the consensus. In addition, we all are at a point in our lives where we don't necessarily have to work financially. And I'm not saying that for everyone, but just like you've gotten to a point, you've saved and you've invested and whatever, but you need to keep it going somehow. And how do you maintain what you're doing now with everyday conversations, with everyday physical activity, into the future and beyond and still be relevant in society. And the overarching consensus is to be around younger people.
Oh, sure.
And I love that I employ people who are in their 20s. It's always my objective is to hire people who are much, much younger. First of all, they know the pulse on what the trends are and what we need to do moving forward. But also they just have a pulse on what the future is and what the present is. And that was sort of the discussion as well, is like being around younger people helps you be young. Otherwise, you're stuck in this whole, like I had another conversation with another person who was like, my parents have been retired and I can see the decline because all they do is talk to each other. And all they are talking about is the same shit over and over and over and surrounding themselves with the same people. And they're not getting around or out enough to know what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
And so there's more to it than just work. It's like working at your retirement. That's kind of where I came to at the end, was like working at your retirement. So what kind of person do you want to be? And what kind of person do you want to evolve to be? Because everyone has to evolve, or you're just going to lay stagnant and just talk about the same shit you talked about for the last 20 years. And that's boring. And then nobody wants to be around you. And that's this circular situation that happens where you're just like, then you're still alone.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, oh man, I think about this, when you see certain things where like a group of friends bought a plot of land or an island or something like that, and they all like built a little house and they're just there. And I think if you're all invested in this like new lifestyle, you're not doing that to like twiddle your thumbs and, play cribbage until, you keel over. Yeah, I don't know. I see myself probably working for like another, maybe not 30 years, but 20 years. You know what I mean? Like and I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I could just go back to being like a housewife who just teaches bar and just has like a perfectly clean home and makes these great meals. But then there's also this other part of me that likes having a job and like loves to be needed. And it's like, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that today. I don't know. I'm all over the map. I don't really know what I want to do. And empty nesting in that whole situation really has me spiraling a lot, especially with all this alone time that I have.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just finding a purpose.
Yeah.
And every day you need to get up and have a purpose.
Yeah.
Whether that would be cleaning your bathroom or going to work or finalizing your P&L, whatever that is, that is your purpose for the day. And your goals don't have to be huge either. I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be, above and beyond. And you don't always have to, especially this phase of life. I feel like Randy and I are in the back nine of life. We really are. I mean, statistically, we are. So we are planning for, what does our life look like that we can stay physically active, we can stay mentally acute, and we can still be there as a friend, as a parent, as a daughter, as a son, as a mentor.
As a grandparent.
As a grandparent eventually. Yeah. Yes, I would love that eventually. And so how do we keep that momentum going without losing sight of who we are as people? Because I'm not going to sacrifice that either.
Like who you are as a person?
Right.
No, not at all. Yeah, it's interesting. I think you can definitely see people, you work so hard, and especially when people like retired young and then didn't do anything after.
Correct.
And, if you were part of an era, and if you were to think of like our grandparents or something like that, you got a pension and you were able to retire at 55.
But what does that actually mean? So my dad retired at like 54, and then he had a heart attack.
Yeah.
And then he had mesothelioma, and then he died. So what was the purpose of those years between 55 and 69 when he died? I mean, he was active. He was active in his community. He tried to do things. But was he really? I mean, like, now that I look back, he didn't really expand his life. He didn't really try to learn more. He just stayed the same.
Here's the one thing, you just touched on this, learning more. I think if you are just content with what are the four walls around me and you don't try to expand outside of that, I don't know. I don't want to be that person. And that doesn't mean you have to, like, you know, travel to the ends of the world and all that kind of stuff. You can learn things sitting at home, right? That don't involve watching a show and playing on your iPad, right? There's definitely ways that you can learn. And, you know, sometimes I think like I want to learn something new and then I go, okay, what does it take for me to get there? All right, I just don't have time for that right now, but maybe I will eventually. And it's not like anything big. Like I want to be able to kind of speak another language, like a get by another language. But then at the same time, you're also entering an era where we can just have Google Translate on our phone and you can go back and forth. But then at the same time, maybe I don't want to have to use the device. Maybe I just want to be able to do it on my own. I don't know. Am I too old for that? I don't think so.
No, you're never too old for anything.
No.
I think that's the point. You're never too old for anything. If you want to learn a new language, do it. Go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Go on. There are millions
Well,
of apps.
Jump Speak. That's the thing that keeps showing up in, like, in my Instagram feed. I paid for Rosetta Stone, I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago.
What language are you trying to speak?
What was I trying to, I think I was trying to learn Spanish back then.
I think you just need to speak it. I think you need to go
Yeah,
there.
I mean, I don't really need to, like, I don't care about making sure I have, like, proper nouns and all that kind
No,
of
I
stuff.
think you
wanna
just need
get
to
by.
go to Mexico or Spain for
Yeah.
a month.
Okay.
You do. That's how you immerse yourself in the language.
No, I mean, you're not wrong, but yeah. So,
That could be a goal.
okay.
If you want to learn Spanish, then like figure out how you can get to Spain for a month or Mexico or
Okay.
Spanish speaking country.
I would rather go to Spain for a month in certain areas than go to Mexico for a month. Because I don't really see myself sitting at a resort for a month. Like, I want to be able to, like, do things.
Right.
And I'm not venturing around Mexico. So, there. Done. Check. Over.
Yeah. Then you can work from anywhere. You're only 6-hour difference from the US, from the East Coast anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Small goals.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Do you have any small goals that you're trying to reach, like, currently?
No.
Okay.
I am trying to travel as much as I can
Okay.
and say yes to things.
Okay.
I have a trip a lot. I have lots of trips
No, you
planned.
do. I love that for you.
And I love that too. And I love that my mom has the ability to come stay with my dog.
That's pretty huge. Yeah.
And if she didn't, like I could get a dog sitter in a second. I could. But as long as my mom is able and willing to do it, it's kind of her thing too. It's like her vacation.
Yes.
So it gets my mom out of her house and it brings her to mine.
And she's needed.
And she's needed.
Yeah.
And she's needed. So I love that. And I'm trying to go as much as I can.
Yeah.
Just because it's available.
Like, when I look at my very, very distant future, hopefully Kylie will have children. And if she does, like, my beacon will be needed when she's like, Mom, so-and-so and I are thinking about going, blah, blah, blah. Will you, and I'll be like, plane tickets already booked. I'm on my way. You know?
Of course.
I mean, hopefully she's not a plane right away. That's the other thing that because I'm in this point where, because you only have one child and then that child goes away to school and then you have this empty nest. It's like, oh my God, like, this is the sad part where it's like, I wish I had child 2, child 3. So it's more of like an ease out and you're like still like doing like the mom things. But having one, depending where she like settles down, when you realize, and I'm thinking the first 5 years out of college, that might not be settled down. That could be like a bebop all over the place trying to figure it out. And then once like she figures it out and it's kind of like, okay, this seems a little bit more long-term. Well, maybe I'd move there.
Yeah.
Or maybe have a small place there, kind of a thing, to be more like involved in her life, like, and more to help out. It's not like, I mean, of course I want her to think that I'm her best friend, but even if it's not that, right? you know, it's just like, oh, can you watch the dog? And can you come over and like stay with the kids and do this? Or maybe you don't have to pay for daycare because I'm around, kind of a situation. Because I mean, I love all of that. But and then when I think about my kid, like that's not happening like it happened for me. Like I had Kylie at 26. I mean, if I had to predict, and I am not a fortune teller, I mean, she's going to be in her 30s.
Yeah.
I definitely see that for her. Like, and she'd have to be uber in love to want to create life or have life be part of their family, because she was not like me babysitting at a young age. You know, my family called me the happy homemaker because I would bring all of my dolls to the kitchen table and be like, oh, here's my 9 kids. Everybody has to have a seat. We're all going to eat together.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. That's probably a good predictor. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's in my kids' future. I know that we want to make a home a destination.
Okay.
Eventually.
For them to come to you.
For them to come to us. Whether that be here or somewhere else where they think that they want to spend time with us at a destination, or we figure out a vacation spot to all go to, wherever that is.
Yes. No, and I love that too. It's like, okay, we're renting a place and blah, 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 right? We're going to be there for 6 weeks. Figure out when you want to come.
Yes.
Doors open situation. So Tessa is the youngest of 5. Everybody has anywhere from 3 kids, I think is the least amount, up to like 6 or 7. So lots of grandkids, right? So her mom and dad were like, find the spot where we can all be. Everybody take charge of a meal. We will give you guys the money to buy all the food. We will rent the place. This is where everybody's going to go. So they basically found this compound that's for like corporate retreats. And everybody has a bed, you know, plenty of bathrooms, and there's like multiple buildings, plenty of places for the kids to play, because you can't take 30 some people out to dinner. You know what I mean?
No.
So
And you don't want
everybody's
to.
taking turns of being in charge of meals. The mom and dad were like, we got it, but you have to do it all. And then it's just a free for all, like for the kids, and they never have to worry about going anywhere.
That's awesome.
I'm like, that's perfect.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think for the immediate future, our goal is just to make wherever they want to come back to, because they're both traveling a lot.
Yeah.
My kids. And I want that for them. Like that is my wish for them, is to be able to go see the world, because in 18 months, Alex will graduate from college and she won't have endless vacation.
No,
like
she'll
she
have
does now.
PTO that she has to worry about.
Correct. And so now is the time to do it. And Evie may travel next summer as well. And so we just want to make whatever they want to come back to their place. So whether it's at a beach or whether it's here or whether it's somewhere else, that's where we want home to be.
Yeah. No, I totally get it.
And we'll see, TBD. But that's like, I have to think in 5-year increments at this point.
I think that's a safe bet. And then I think at this point, I mean, it could even be like in 2-year increments, just because in the age that they are, things could change like so fast, like real life for Alex. Evie, what does school look like? What is she doing? You know, where is she going to be after that? And I think about Kylie, like, it's like, okay, like I feel like I know where you're going to be for the next 3 years, but life could change. Opportunities can come up. You never know.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want to put limitations that I put on myself because I didn't know any different, you know, and I was like, I have to stay inside this box and inside this box only. And there's a whole section of the world I was never introduced to. And I also think that I was like scared to step outside the lines. And I feel like you've done the same thing with your kids. Like you want to be able to show them like there's opportunity, but you have to be willing to go for it. Here's what we can teach you. But beyond that, you're going to have to figure it out. Where I don't think, and it's not my mom and dad's fault. They didn't know any different either, right? Or you just knew like what was right in front of you. So, yeah, I don't know. Because I hope that her world is 10 times bigger than mine would ever be.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
So.
And I think it already is. Like all of our kids. I think that all all of their worlds have just broadened over the years, especially now that they're in college and they meet people from all over the world, literally. And they, now want a piece of it somewhere else, which is great. They should do it now.
Yeah.
They should do it without responsibility. And
Your
mom and
funding
dad
it.
are still paying the bills.
Right? But it's also like, okay, so here's what fun life, could look like and, a little bit extra. But now you have to go figure out what you're going to do if this is something you want to be able to keep up in the future,
Absolutely.
So.
And to figure out how you make it. But in the end, we're probably never going to retire. Not from life, not from a full-time job. And I think sometimes it gives people the license to just say, I give up.
Yeah.
We see a lot of, when I worked in prostate cancer especially, we saw a huge uptick in prostate cancer diagnosis upon retirement. So men would retire and then they would all of a sudden get diagnosed. Now, I don't know if that had to do with the fact that they were actually getting their PSA checked and more exams done, or if it was a fact of like stress level went up or down. I don't know. I just think it was really interesting that the amount of chronic diseases went up when you were relaxed the most.
When
allegedly.
you think about prostate cancer, I don't know what the exact statistic is, but there is a large amount of men that when they actually pass away, they did not pass away from the prostate cancer, passed away from something else. But then they find in an autopsy or something.
You don't usually die from prostate cancer, you
Right.
die with it. But my point is that you have a disease that's chronic that you never thought that you would have, and you were just going to go play golf for a very long time, and then all of a sudden you're ridden with something that you're like, shit, now I got to deal with it. Whereas prior to that, you're just like cruising along in life and you're doing your job. So at what point do you say, all right, I'm going to get to the fork in the road and I'm going to turn left, except my left looks like right, but in a different way?
Okay. Explain deeper, because I feel like.
So I feel like if I turned right, that means I keep working.
Okay.
And if I turn left, that means I don't. But I need to keep the same intensity.
Oh, of being right. Got it.
Being
Okay.
right.
Okay.
But I'm going to go left.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave my job because now I have
You have the financial
funding
stability
to be able to do
Yeah.
it. I'm able to do it without the stress. But how can I keep the longevity of mental acuity going if I turn left?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like you'll always have your hands in something?
Yes,
Yeah. I feel.
without a doubt.
Maybe not me personally. I feel like Chris will. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like he'll ever like stop.
Yeah.
I feel like he's like my dad, but instead of it being like manual labor, it's his mind.
Yeah.
And what can I do with this now?
Right.
And use all the tools of like my wins and my failures to continue and build in something.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I think Randy and I both will
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah.
TBD.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, we want to be very sharp grandparents to our grandkids. We want to be able to teach them, be physical with them. Actually, I'm going on a ski trip. It's one of my trips in January. And I wasn't going to ski this year. I was going to actually retire. I was like, God, what are the upsides? I might like hurt something. And then I snapped out of it. And I was like, I want to be able to teach my grandkids how to ski. Just like I taught my kids how to ski. And they're very good skiers. I'm not. So I'm going to pivot and I'm going to get a private ski instructor.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
To just ski with me. Because these are hills I've never skied in
Okay.
before.
Where are you going?
Sun Valley,
Okay.
Idaho. And the girls I ski with, I think they've skied there before. I'm sure they have, which is why they picked it.
Is this your Cougar Palooza? Okay.
Which is why they picked it. So I'm just going to continue to ski.
Yeah.
Long, easy blues.
Well, you're a better skier than me. And I consider myself like a pontoon on skis. Like I go a little bit to the right and then I go a little bit to the left. And I just still want to be out there. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I've never, like when I was little, We were not a ski family, but my dad would take my sister and I, his cousin Skip and his family, they were big skiers. So we would go on ski trips with them. And basically I would throw the boots and the skis on, wouldn't have poles, get to the top, and I would just like go as fast as I could to the bottom. I had no fear. And then like my auntie had like a church group that would go on ski trips. So we'd go with them. And then when I was in high school, like my youth group would go on ski trips. But it wasn't like I was immersed in like this ski family. So then I skied a little bit in college because there was like places not too far away. And then we didn't really ski at all. And then Chris was in his accident. So then we never skied and never taught Kylie. And then we went one New Year's, like us and another family. We went and she fell in love with it. And I was like, okay, I feel like I could get into this again, you know? But I mean, I haven't been out west. I mean, I feel like that would be a completely different ballgame. I am very much a Midwest skier. I've only skied Michigan and Wisconsin.
I feel like you should go to the West just to appreciate the powder. The powder is...
And not sliding down ice.
Right. The powder is beautiful. The runs are long. Mm-hmm. You can just take your time, and then you don't have to rush up to like another.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it is in Michigan. It's like, boop, you're at the bottom, back on the ski lift. Yeah.
So I love that I taught my kids at a young age to be very independent skiers. Mm-hmm. Like I remember going into the ski lodge when they were very little and just saying, "Mommy can't help you with your boots. You need to figure it out." And they did very quickly because I couldn't help them and get ready and ski with them. And they were able to figure it out. And you need to click your skis on yourself. Like, do it. And then take a lesson. And then we'll all ski as a family. Mm-hmm. And now they're excellent skiers. And so I want to be able to do that with my grandkids someday. Well,
and not be like the grandma that's like, I'll just hold everybody's coat. Like, that's not the grandma I want to be, you know? And I feel like I will have more endurance with my grandkids where I'm going to be like, you know what? Yep, I'm going. Granny's going to help you do that. Let's do it. Let's zip line. Let's do it all.
Yeah.
And I do. I want to be agile enough to get all that done. And this is a new thing because I have everything from like college girls in my bar classes to women who are like tapping 70. And there's one 80-year-old lady that comes in every once in a while, but she travels a lot. So she's not always around. And I'm like, everybody's goal is to be the most active oldest lady in the bar class and not the youngest lady in the nursing home.
Yes.
So we are working a lot on our toes. We are working a lot on full body balance, you know? And when some people are like, whoa. And I'm like, no, like you need to tap into all this. Cause you know what? Having that strong balance when you trip over your foot or something, instead of breaking your ankle and falling down and breaking your hip, you're going to catch yourself because your core is strong, you know? And that's something to actually have as a goal to make happen.
It's to strive for.
Yes. And I will like this morning in my class, like my older ladies who have been like multiple times a week, they're in class. They have made this part of their lifestyle. And we were doing a seat section where we were balancing on one leg, our legs up behind us, our hands are balanced on a ball in our thigh. And if you don't have good balance, you're like wobbly. Mm-hmm. So you are set up so you can put your hand on the bar. But when you have a 20-something looking at somebody in their mid-60s and the mid-60s person is crushing them, they're like, shit, I need to like get my life together.
Yes,
you know?
You do.
So, yeah. And that's who I want to be. And that's another thing about bars that, listen, I want everybody to be successful when they show up into a class. But as an older gal, I get like a little hype when you see a mom bring her college daughters in. Like, this is what I've been doing while you've been gone. And the girls are just like, like stopping, and they're exhausted, and they have to put their heels down or they have to stop doing the abs, and the mom is just crushing them. And I've even had like grandmas bring their like older granddaughters in and be like, look what I do. And like the granddaughters being like, respect, because this was really, really hard.
I love it.
Yeah.
I have to give a shout out to Alex, who is doing a 12-day challenge at Solid Core starting yesterday. I think she said it starts December 1st. And she has to go every day.
For 12 days?
For 12 days.
Okay. No, and you said it's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes.
End of the semester, there's parties going on.
Well, and it's good for her because she's got to get her brain like decompressed from all the finals. They have a ton of finals.
No, okay.
And
but
projects.
here's what I will say about Alex. She was a phenomenal gymnast. And that comes with not only just amazing body ability, but you have to have a strong mental ability, mind-muscle connection. That is not easy thing. That is not easy stuff to do. And then when she decided she wasn't going to do that anymore, she went into diving. And then because she can like do all these things with her body, you know, okay, now you're jumping off this board and your head's like 3 inches away
from the board.
Yeah. And then saw her take that to the golf course. And even though she didn't really like get into it in high school, she could have, because she just had amazing like hand-eye coordination and body ability. I mean, I don't know. Had she not played volleyball and she gotten into golf, I predict she would be in the LPGA right now. Because I mean, that girl with minimal effort would hit that ball so long and so straight. And then my kid would be like, like stressing out.
Randy was just like, oh my God. He doesn't even play. Doesn't like it. Doesn't
But I thought she got back into it. Is she
Not
over
really.
it again?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know the last time she's played.
Okay. No. I mean, Kylie now just does it for fun. And she's
great.
a better
She's
golfer.
A great golfer.
Doing it for fun than she did in like intense competition. And it's a great social sport.
Yes.
Yes. And if you could be social and be good at it, kudos to you.
She'll go far.
Yes. Okay, wine lovers, listen up. It's time to stock the wine rack.
Prep for the holidays or just treat yourself to $50 off any order, $200 or more at Wine Spies.
Use promo code LISTEN at checkout on winespies.com today.
Cheers.
All right, Meko, what are you loving this week?
So I have been listening to different podcasts on different rays of light. And light stim, which we carry at Glow, and then I have a handheld light stim at home. So I've been using it more, and I forget that I have it until it's winter. And I should use it all year round. But if you're getting, I think they're measured in nanometers. And so if you're getting like 650 to 800 nanometers of red light therapy in a session, it's really great for your all of your cells and your mitochondria to turn over. And so anyway, I've been trying to do that every morning. I love it.
So do you sit like with your light stim on your face?
So I do, and then if I'm brushing my teeth, I put it down, but I point it up.
Okay.
And then if I'm, I'll wash my face, I put it down, but I'm still pointing it toward me. And then, as I'm putting on my face stuff, I'll put it on my neck, on my chest, try to do it in my ear, because your ear is connected to your eye.
Really?
Yeah. And so this whole podcast that I was listening to on Huberman about light was talking about the ear. Your eyes are so important, and to lose vision at any capacity as we age is detrimental. You can't drive, you don't have independence. So light therapy can actually increase your eye ability.
Okay.
So I've been trying to do it like kind of all over my face and around my eyes and ears. And your ears are a direct connection into the eyes. So I do like the eye, and I try not to look at it, but like around my eyes.
So do you hold it in one spot until like it times out and then move it to a new spot?
Sometimes if I have the time.
Okay.
But otherwise I just kind of hold it close while I'm doing something with my other arm.
Okay. So, I mean, I know that the one that I have is not probably as like intense or whatever. I don't know what my nanometers of it are. It came in a FabFitFun box. Yeah, I'm sure if I Googled it, I'd figure it out.
Yeah.
And
it does. Red light is good light.
I think it's like 2 minutes, and it's like you can put it in a spot, and then you can turn it to blue light for like acne.
Yeah.
And I will say, I mean, the red light I think is one of those things where it's like good for you, and if you use it long enough, you can see like the effects. The blue light portion, if I have like a period heater on my face and I use that and just like sit that blue light on my face, I mean, you wake up the next day and it's
gone.
Yeah.
It kills the bacteria.
It's pretty intense. So yeah, it would be interesting to know. But in all of my face drama, right? So I feel like you could probably, when you have an agitator on your face, I think I was using it and it was helping, and then I was probably using it too much, and then I don't know what the fuck is going on with my face. You just gave me something else to try from Skin Better. But I think it was an autoimmune response to food, and now I think just regular agitators in my life that normally don't bother me, now everything is making me flare up. It's on like around my nail beds, it's still on my face, and like the base of my neck, top of my chest is also like an indicator, like if I eat something I'm not supposed to, like you'll see it like blotch up like instantly. And now that is just consistent and constant. And Zyrtec is not making the itching stop.
Have you seen an allergist?
No. I go tomorrow morning because I had like a full blood panel done. I'm starting there. My dermatologist won't give me anything orally until I've been on all the topical stuff for 2 weeks. So then I have a follow-up visit with her.
I feel like you should switch.
I feel like I need to do all kinds of things. And
maybe see an allergist as well. And
probably.
Get a full like
allergen panel. And then I'm just going to find out I'm like allergic. If I'm told I'm allergic to red grapes, we have a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to figure it out. Because I feel like as I get older, there's always something that I'm into that it's like, oh no, you can't have that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, you love these beautiful false lashes being glued to your eyelashes. Oh, guess what? You're allergic to the glue. Your eyelids are now the size of balloons. Oh, you love acrylic nails. Oh, guess what? You're going to start having like your hands blow up from getting acrylic nails. Oh, shellac. Yeah, you can't do that anymore because you're allergic to 90% of the nail polish out there. Like there's always something.
But at least you know.
I'm slowly learning, and I was very lucky because I was on a downward spiral when I found out I had celiac. I mean, I was going to be one of those ladies that was just like doom and gloom for 2 years before they figured it out. And I was very lucky within a month to have a lady be like, oh, I was just at like a conference and blah, 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 blah. And I really hope I'm lucky enough this time.
Yeah.
So if I don't have answers tomorrow morning, if I don't have answers at my dermatologist follow-up, and this is still freaking going on.
Yeah.
And I'm eliminating everything, right? Still had wine today. But I'm already in a flare-up, so I wouldn't even know if that's
right
an indicator. But I'm not having eggs. I'm not eating tomatoes. I'm not eating sweet peppers, like all the nightshades and all the extra things. Obviously, no gluten. I'm trying to like not have, anything
that's what
sugary.
An allergy test can do in one swoop.
Yeah.
And they'll just divide your back up. Oh, and then they'll cut off your arm and they'll do blood. Like they can do a pretty extensive test.
Yeah. But then if it's not an allergen and it's something that my gut is angry at, and then this is the after effect of that, that's where I'm like, oh, this would be really nice if I could actually get my colonoscopy and not have to wait until like September of next year to get it in this town. Yeah. So that's another thing that's at the top of my to-do list tomorrow.
Yeah. Then you might need to switch.
Well, I think I'm just going to call around and be like, I have a referral. Can I get in?
Yeah.
Kind of situation. So
and it might not be here.
I can guarantee you it won't be here because I guarantee they won't even call me until like February or March.
Yeah.
And I had my thing in November. So, yeah. So, I'm getting on it. But I think this is something that is, if I had to guess off my body just right now, it's gut related. And this is an angry effect of something that is going on inside. Maybe not a definite allergy, but something that is going on the inside. And this is my body's way of saying like, this is awful and we need to get out. So now I'm going to put all these itchy red bumps in like really weird places. Doesn't spread. I'm just going to keep it localized in these little areas.
Once you find the right specialist, you're going to be golden. You're going to be golden. But it takes a lot of kissing frogs, like when we were single. Yeah. To find the prince.
So my next thing is that I'd said I wanted to go to Modern Thyroid Clinic, and they do a whole slew of just like people who have autoimmune and all that kind of stuff. I was like, oh, well, I've got 3 autoimmune diseases, so I feel like I'm a good candidate for you. if I'm not going to get the answers that I need in the next 3 weeks, that's going to be my next phone call is to get, because now they will service people in Michigan without you having to go to Texas.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So that will be my next thing.
And it might be worth a trip to Texas.
It could totally be worth a
Yeah.
trip to Texas. Because it's Austin, so I'm not going to be upset about that. And, you know, and I would like to keep as much as what I'm doing within one person and not have 5 different specialists. And I realize that sometimes you do have to do that, but not have people all over the planet and then say, okay, well, I get this from this person and I'm on this from this person. I'm on this from this person. And I realize that is a story of life, especially as you get older. But if I can kind of keep it wrangled into 1, 2 at the most, that is what I would prefer to do. So we'll see. TBD. It will be an ongoing involvement.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Well, I hope you figure it out.
Yeah.
For your
Well,
sake.
I mean, because it's annoying. It's aggravating. And when it's on your face, and the thing is, it's like, you're like, oh, I don't even see it. If you get close, you can totally see it under the makeup. But as I sit here, like I feel it.
Yeah.
And that's
the
annoying
bad
part
about
is that
it.
you feel it. So, yeah. And whatever this like topical that they're giving me is like drying that the normal little wrinkles that I have around my mouth, that because I use fun, dewy things and have amazing stuff done to my skin, it's not predominant. Like you can't see it. And now it's like these deep little lines just because it's starving for hydration.
Correct. And we're in the middle of winter.
Yeah. So the furnace is on and it's
Yes.
dry and cold and bitter outside.
So it's sort of counterintuitive to what your skin actually needs. I'm just saying that from a skin perspective.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Oh, maybe I just need to go to Florida for the winter.
Or somewhere with hydration. Yeah. Yeah, Florida would be great.
Florida would be perfect because it's constantly humid.
Yeah.
All right. So I am loving my new pants from Old Navy.
They're so cute.
They're so cute. They're what are they called? The pixie something with the something down the
Are
side.
they black or blue?
They're black, but they're like a tuxedo pant
I know,
because they
I love
have
them.
that like
They're really
silky
cute.
little thing, and they're stretchy. I feel like I've got like tons of movement in them.
How much were that, Old Navy?
Oh my God. I got them on Black Friday. I think they were like $18, but even now they're like 20 something.
Oh my gosh.
Even if you had to pay full price, I think they're 50. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is like a good quality fabric.
And you can wash them.
You could totally wash them. I don't even think if you were to dry them, they'd be like super wrinkly. I line dried them after I got them and then just like did like a quick like steam to them. And I got to size down. So that's just like a confidence booster when you get to wear a size smaller than you normally wear. Kylie and I went to Old Navy, and I will say I got a few things from their athletic area. I got like this puffy vest and this like 3/4 zip. Great material.
Okay.
I was like, okay, Old Navy. Because sometimes you go in there and everything's shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just like funky fabric and
Yeah.
you're like, this isn't going to wash well. It's going to fall apart. And then like this was the things that I got. I'm like, I am into this. And I probably should have gotten one in every color because the price was right.
Oh my God.
Everything was like 50% off or more.
That's awesome.
And I got these white V-neck tees for like $5.
Yeah,
So I got
buy them all out.
I bought 3 of them because knowing me, I'm gonna wear one and cook dinner, and I'm gonna have like tomato sauce
and white
on it or
tees just
something.
never go out of style.
They never go out of style, but they like dinge really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like it accidentally gets put in with your darks, or I don't know. Like every once in a while, I get like yellow armpits or something. You know.
Yeah. You can just throw them away.
You just want to keep them like funky and fresh. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Well, we finished our wine today.
It was very good.
It was really good. The first sip on Sip and Spill, I was like, meh. But then it opened up and it
good. It
was
was delish.
so delicious. So, Vine Cliff Winery in Napa Valley. This bottle was from Wine Spies, so check in our show notes so that you can order from Wine Spies too. It's just worth it to get like an alert like on your phone or in your email.
I get them all the time. It's easy.
The wine
if
of
you
the
don't want
day.
to look at it right then, you just swipe up.
But then if you go back and you miss out on it, because I've done it where I'm like, oh, I love that wine. I'm going to go back and buy it later.
And then it's sold out.
Sold out.
Yeah. That is a bummer.
It is a huge bummer. So they had a Cyber Monday thing going on yesterday, and they had this live YouTube. I watched it for a hot minute while I was in my office, and they're in California. So I think it went live at noon here. They were already drinking wine at 9 a.m., which I love. It was fantastic.
That's awesome.
But they were throwing out like some big bottles of wine, like $500-$600 a bottle, selling it for half price.
Oh my God.
Now still $300 a bottle is a lofty price.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, Chris and I have been known to like, you know, get really excited and be like, we're gonna save this, and then we don't.
Yeah.
I will give Randy all the kudos in the world, because he'll be like, nope, this is saved, this is saved, this is saved. Where Chris is very much like, it's Tuesday and I want a good bottle, I'm drinking this.
Yeah.
So we go through our stuff really fast. But I mean, they were selling some stellar stuff. And then when I would go to the Wine Spies website to look at it, just to see like, oh, well, maybe I'll just get this and I'll like tuck it away. And gone. It was insane. So yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So check it
Go
out.
to Wine
It's worth
Spies.
it. Yeah.
And use our link and you get $20 off your first purchase.
Yes. So, and check out our website. We've got a sweepstakes going on. You get a chance to win everything for inside your body, outside your body, all the things that we think ladies should have and use. So cheers. See you next week.
Cheers
to our empty glasses. Cheers.